Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today, on a Sunday afternoon, a day after getting rather, drunk yesterday. Although I had a long night off the beer and a good sleep as well, so woke up absolutely fine. So, big massive thank you to Keith for gifting me this. My good friend Keith. He's been over to France last weekend. Looked like they had an amazing time in North France, away from the tourist areas, and got some beers at ridiculously cheap prices. And this one, so he brought this back. This is called Saint Omer. I have had some. I'm sure I've had Saint Omer in the UK. Not this particular can in a bottle. I'm sure I have, but may or may not have. Might just be thinking I have. So Depuis, 1866. I assume that's born in 1866, and this is 8.0 Forte. That's what it says on the can. So Brasserie Française. Just going to read the can just to make sure there's nothing. Like it says, GB lager. So it's a lager from Saint Omer. So we'll get a pour. 8%, not for the faint-hearted. And obviously for the people that go over to France and holiday over there, you know, picking this beer up and trying it, oof, bless you. So as we can see, it's a crystal clear golden pour with a touch of sporadic carbonation. Bear in mind, this might not be the glass for it, so you may not see it in that way from this glass. Just checking my lips there, moving in sync. A lovely bubbly, you know, white head on there, slightly off-white, more off-white than brilliant white, should we say, but it's white, yeah. It is what it is, it's white. So, on the nose. A lager malt nose with a little bit of sweetness. I could say grass, but I've been out in the garden, so my fingers may be still smelling the grass. Yeah, smells. It reminds me very much of Faxe, that sort of lager beer. You know, a strong lager. Don't see many strong lagers in British shelves anymore. They seem to have done away with it. I think they all think we want to drink 4% or lower. Whoa, that has got some bloody poke on the ABV side. I know this. You can't guess the ABV. You have a sip of that, it's hiding. It's well hidden. But it's when you take a gulp, and all of a sudden it's like you can feel it in your eyes, and it's like blooming heck, that's strong. I've got that bad boy to review as well, 16%. Yeah, be careful what day I review that one. And it's 500 mils as well. That's sleeping juice, that is. Yeah. One for tomorrow night, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Whoa. I can feel a lovely warmth. I'm out in the garden for a couple of hours doing some work, so this is perfect for that. You know, it's I'm in the garden. It's mundane work. Weeding is mundane, so I'm just getting all the weeding in. It's already September now, so September already. Where the hell did the summer go? September is still quite a warm month, and I personally think that September, unless it proves me wrong, September is still the month of summer. You know, it's July, August, September now, not June. June was really quite cool. Whereas at the moment the temperatures are like today, lovely 21. So still decent temperatures. Going down an absolute treat. I mean, the 8% is not showing. It's really weird how beer is. You know, 8% is a decent ABV in the grand scheme of things. I could drink something like Broadside at 6.3%, and it would show the ABV much more than what this is showing. And it's quite dangerous, I suppose, in some ways for lagers, because if you've got an 8% lager that doesn't show, and then all of a sudden, like literally 20 minutes later, it's kicking your backside. That's my problem when I go out drinking. Like yesterday at the brew day, drinking, not affecting me at all. Then obviously it's starting to affect me, and I'm getting louder. And when I start doing beer reviews, that's the time to stop. But yeah, it is what it is. I had a good day nonetheless. Fell asleep, got bollocking. Watched some fucking spooky programs last night on a channel called Really, and they've got these things that converts AM and FM converts the waves. And you know how Most Haunted years ago was really in front of its time, and then it went silly, it went fake. This is really some of the stuff that's coming up on camera, and it's like, whoa. If they're not faking it, then wow. They've got a bloke who does exorcism. You've got someone who's a researcher, someone who's a tech guy. Because obviously these days tech can pick up stuff that, you know, we can't. Like the AM and FM waves. And it was spooky, but it was good. Yeah, I was glued. I watched like 2.5 hours of it. I didn't want to go to bed in the end. And to be honest, by the time I went to bed, I was a bit rattled. Went downstairs to check things, and I'm checking things. Oh, I can get myself to bed. Now the ABV's starting to show its face. It's took literally into the last third of the can, but it is showing its face. Has anybody had this brand before? I know Craig, Kent Beer Reviews, back in the day, he used to review quite a few from abroad. I can't think of who else probably would. Blue Nose Beer Reviews, certainly it's something in his range of beers that he would look at. I'm tempted to go back and have a look in some of the Polish shops near me. You know, put 50 quid aside, go down, get a can of each, and just, you know, re-review some Polish beers, see how they go in 2024. There's a big Polish community in the UK now, about 20 million. No, it's not that much. Then again, I'd rather have the Polish than some of the people that are coming over. At least they work. But yeah, the Eastern European beers, they're really interesting, and it's something different than the norm. And if the price is right as well, you know, cheaper than what you're getting in supermarkets, then that's all to the good as well. I mean, I assume coming from abroad, it's cheaper than what you could brew in this country. I assume anyway. I don't know. I'm only assuming. So, the air's got to it now. Certainly can taste the ABV more so now. Look at that. Lovely crystal clear lager. I'm sure St. Omurs do. I'm not sure if it's Trappist or not. Like I say, I am learning, just like everybody else out there. You know, some people out there will know a lot more than me, and some people who drink this stuff all the time will know a hell of a lot more. We all know what we know, and I don't profess to know anything more than anyone else. I'm only saying what I get when I drink the stuff. There's a nice nose on it for a lager. It's actually got quite a nice nose. That was nice. That was a treat. And again, it's got me into looking at going to the local shop near me that does the Polish beers, and just seeing what they've got. You know, and obviously supporting local as well, where you can. Local businesses, as it were, selling, you know, stuff that's not from our end of the woods, but nonetheless, yeah. It's been 2 years or maybe more since I did anything like that. So Capacal and them sort of beers, and yeah, it'd be interesting to go down that avenue again. Supermarket's gone a little bit stale. I went into Asda earlier. Gotta be honest, Asda's range of beer is pitiful. Got a couple of German beers, and they had Erdinger, and they had Warsteiner, but that was it. Yeah, I think as I'm going around different shops, because obviously we're near the time of the year. Yeah, as someone pointed out the other day, saying that oh, it's not Oktoberfest yet till September, and you know, but it doesn't need to be Oktoberfest to drink German beers, Ducky. You know, if you are listening, and you was the one who made the comment, the German beers are on the shelves all year round. It's not an Oktoberfest thing. Yes, Oktoberfest is what everyone associates those beers with, but the beers are there all the year round. Yes, and I think people, you know, when they're commenting on your beer reviews, and that need to sometimes think about what they say. You know, sometimes it's done for bedevilment. You know, you say a comment and you see how it comes. But I see comments like that now, and whereas they used to wow me up, and that nowadays it's like, yes, and just yawn and move on, and literally it's gone until I bring it up in the conversation like this, and you know, it's just like saying, yes, I got your point, but the point's muted because they are all year round beers. I'm hoping to see the Lidl Oktoberfest box this year. I'm buying it. Didn't buy it last year. This year I'm going to buy it, do the reviews, and do want to put a bit more time into those sort of things. Them sort of, you know, Oktoberfest beers and lagers and that. I mean, I predominantly look at them as beers. I mean, it depends where you live in the world. Do you call something a beer? And we used to have the aisle at Sainsbury's, and you've got beer. You got the beer aisle and the beer aisle. One beer aisle's got the real ales on, which I consider more beers, and then the other beer aisle's got lagers on, which, you know, you consider as lagers, but they consider as beers. And then you got world lagers, and they're chucked in with the lagers, and it's like, okay, and it's really confusing at times. You know, and supermarkets are to blame for this sometimes, because it's your perception of where you're going. Anyway, Golden Paul. It's got a beautiful nose on it. I know it's 8%. I know it is, but it's reminiscent for me of some of the lovely German lagers out there, which again are probably about 5%, but it's got that lovely nose that you associate. I know it's 8%. It's got a right boozy kick at the end then. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I'm not going to enjoy going kneeling back down and going pulling weeds out now, but you know, needs must. No one else does the garden, bar me. So, out of 5, would I drink this again? Yes, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lovely bit of lager. You know, it didn't taste like it's something that's ramped up. It tastes like it was, you know, like an imperial stout of lagers. A nice quality to it. Someone's going to absolutely rib me to death and say, no, this is the French piss that they put out just for the alkies. That may well be, but I only see it through eyes of somebody who's seen it for the first time. So, you know, my perception is of a new beer to me that I've never seen before. I don't care about beers from any country unless I know of it in this country, which has a reputation. So for me, a lovely beer that delivers a good ABV, but quality. It tasted smooth, refreshing, with an oomph to it as well. Yeah, very enjoyable. Would I drink this again? Yes. Out of 5, a good 4.4 out of 5 for me. Scores don't matter, we know that. But it was a good one. Have you had it? Are you going to drink it? Let me know. Cheers.